opposing you. Now we haven't decided to run yet. We haven't decided to run. You know what I'm saying? This is our own thing. We got our own thing going. You know what I'm saying? But we believe that we want to run for More for Life. We believe we want, for those in domestic violence, I believe they want to run. I think I see some folks itching up to run. I see some good candidates, possible candidates in the domestic violence. For those who are unemployed, I see some good candidates over in the unemployment sector of these United States and worldwide. And for those of you that started college but you couldn't, I couldn't finish. I see some good candidates. And for those of you that want to be married, I see some great candidates who could win this next election for More for Life. But you got to know who may be opposing you. You got to know. You got to also consider the arguments that those candidates will put on the table regarding you. And so let's talk a little bit about who is possibly your candidate and who's going to be your opponent, if you will. First of all, the first opponent that you might want to consider before you make your bid for More for Life is your past. Mr. Past is going to always raise your record. But I have a little saying about that, and that is this, that just because it was doesn't mean it is. I'm going to say that again. Just because it was, I was a playboy, I was this, and I was that, don't mean that I am that. Just because it was doesn't mean it is. And furthermore, just because it was a fact don't mean that it is now my truth. I need some help right there. I need some help right there. So the first opposing candidate, should you decide to run for More for Life, is Mr. Pass. Mr. Skeptical is also considering getting in the race against you because he just don't believe that you can pull it off. And he's making every suggestion that he can, she can, to ensure that there is doubt cast upon your possible candidacy. And that's right, he's bringing all of the facts of what was into the picture, and not realizing, like this last presidential election, not realizing that yes, while yes, let's just say this as a tidbit. Now, there's something to learn from this past election. While yet Mitt Romney might have been right to a certain degree about the economy and President Obama, what he failed to realize is that President Obama probably going to be conferred so many doctor's degrees when he come out of the presidency, is going to be ridiculous. This man ran scientific polls and scientific tests based on scientific patterns that change from week to week, month to month, and even from year to year. And so he was able to get what he wanted from a real relative pattern of scientific polling and scientific campaigning. It was a scientific campaign. You know, the old days is that you could bring up the record and everybody would, you know, say, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. He's guilty. He's guilty. He's guilty. But that's not enough. That's not enough. That's not enough anymore. Not when we have analytical data flying all around on the internet and on the web. And so with you, the first thing that Mr. Skeptical and Mr. Pass and Mrs. Pass and Mrs. Skeptical is going to bring up is the record. They're going to bring up the record. Should you decide to run, you got to be not only willing to defend your record, but you got to be willing to talk about your future. You got to be willing to talk about your future. You got to be able to articulate your positions. And that's one of the things that we say. We got to consider the arguments that's going to be on the table. And we'll talk about that probably tomorrow. But consider the arguments that's going to be on the table as you consider your candidacy for More for Life. The arguments that's going to be on the table is that you tried that before and it didn't work. I need you to push me right there. I need you to push me because I'm close to the edge right here. You tried that and it didn't work. You tried that before. Another argument, you don't have enough money to do that, or you don't have enough support to do that. I beg to differ. I can do what I say I can do. Jesus, even if I wanted to bring Mr. Jesus into the picture, one of the things that I love about him, he told the disciples, listen, I'm going to die and then I'm going to rise again. And so that's what I want you to start realizing and saying before you accept your bid for this candidacy for More for Life. You tell your friends, your homeboys, your homegirls, and I know this is a weird statement, but for those that have been following me, you know how I roll. Listen, tell them, look, I'm going to die, but then I'm going to rise again. In my death, they're going to talk. I'm going to die because I'm being crucified with gossip. I'm going to die because I'm being crucified with criticism. I'm being crucified with skepticism. I'm being crucified with doubt. Man, I got to go to a music break because I'm about ready to go off right here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to rise again. Just you wait and see. And when y'all come to the tomb and y'all expect to see my dead corpse up in there, my dead dreams up in there, my destiny then died up in there, you think it's going to die, my legacy died, then what you're going to find is that my tomb is going to be empty. I got to go to a break. I'll be right back. Yeah, we're talking about your candidacy and those that may oppose you. And so we're going to take a little song break because Coach get wired up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to listen to the young lady. I think she was on Sunday's Best. Coming up after this song here. Lord, You've Been So Good by Amber Bullock. All right.
Two, three, hey, let's go, let's go, hey, let's go, hey.
Could have been dead sleeping in my grave, but you said no, wouldn't have it that way. Gave me a second chance and I thank you for that. The devil tried to get me, but you had my back. Lord, you gave your life up just for me. You caused the lame to walk and the blind to see. Could have gave up any day, but you didn't, so all I got to say is love, love. Lord, you've been so good. Lord, you've been so good. Lord, you've been so good. Nobody like you. Lord, you've been so good. Woke me up and you didn't have to. Always been there when I'm going through. I just wanna say what's on my heart. You've been by my side right from the start. Lord, I go through so much pain, but you kept my mind and you kept me sane. Lord, I love you in a special way. I know you love me too. All I got to say.
You listen to the sounds of Amber Johnson from, I believe, Sunday's Best. Start your engines. This is still the Wkend Drive. And I hope that you are having a great time as we talk about your campaign for More for Life. More on the subject after a couple of hits. Holla.
Back when no one would, you picked me up when I was down. I know you'll always be around. Lord, you've been so good. You've had my back when no one would. You picked me up when I was down. I know you'll always be around. La, 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 la. Lord, you've been so good. La, la, la.
listening to SIBN Radio on the Select USA TV iBroadcasting Network. You're listening to SIBN Radio.
Can't nobody else close it. M.J.N. We about to put our hands around the industry neck and choke and hoping that I got noticed. I was the victim before I became the victorious. Then we from ignoring us now that we own us. Like people they be adoring us, even the foreigners know this a hit. And they don't even understand nothing we spit. All they really know is that we bumping up the frame and they giving crack over to a killer business. Hey, why they running around? Who is that? It don't really matter, you can tell them that's them. Everybody else like, but when they coming on, they be out on 10. I'ma introduce you to the boss, and no matter who I cross, I'ma go up in this thing like, whoa. And even if I lose, I'ma live another day. But believe I'm coming back to the fight some more. I'm about to go in like Tyson go. But it gets like it did in 84. He ain't no play, we can check it all day. Let him know, Leo. We about to go, go. He's about to go in the party starter. G ain't up in the building, boy, man, harder. Hey, cause we's about to go in. Hey, cause we's about to go in. We's about to go in the party starter. G ain't up in the building, boy, man, harder. Hey, cause we's about to go in. Hey, cause we's about to go in. I'm a foreign whipping, leather leaning, wood gripping on. My body shades and my Gucci zone. Hey, body boys, hey. We countin' fatty like a bank teller, man, cause they still can't see me. Hello, Helen Keller. We on the mission, homie, we be in the wind. I be on 10. You can say we going, plus we fit for the top, just like it's custom by your tailor. Watch us climb these billboard charts, slip. Taylor, this game over, we about to make this music flip. It's clear to see my hustle grand, but pimp, I'm on another tip. Pushing another whip, beating up the city streets. These boys won't pass the plate. G, they gon' snatch it, cause we got it.
Okay, now who you know will set the party off like me? Get it crunker in the club, but serve the boss like me. What is GA in the building? We's about to go in. Turn the losing situation to a bona fide win. And we some bona fide men. You can't stop us, try again. Cause we running with a king that got some wings to hide in. So we kicking down the door. We mystical, like here we go. You making heat, we making more. We got that solar power flow. Boy, it's just so powerful how we's about to change the game. They didn't wanna let us in, but now they happy that we came. So homeboy, don't forget the name. We coming closer than you can. It's GA up in the building. We's about to go in.
We's about to go in the party starter. G ain't up in the building, boy, man, harder. Hey, cause we's about to go in. Hey, cause
Yeah, that's Gideon's Army, baby. I love it. I love that group right there. Gideon's Army, y'all. Google it. Go in and go win. Okay. That's what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? Everybody, this is the weekend edition. You're listening to SIBN Radio on the Select USA TV iBroadcasting Network.